Stock of the day, it is confession season before we start getting into the earnings report and the walk of shame today. I feel like ringing a bell. Shame, is Domino's. Domino's is a sell at Goldman Sachs with the price target cut to $37.50 after its profit warning late last night. It came out after the bell last night. Company says all previous performance guidance for FY24 are no longer in play. Goodness, the company's half-year earnings in Asia are expected to go down despite an 8% reduction in net debt. Expected net profit before tax range 87-90 mil, although sales from same stores of Domino's Pizza for the first half of the year has increased by 1.3%. The company said further improvements are needed in the second half to boost order volumes. Michael, a lot of people thought the worst was over for Domino's, but not. Were you shocked by this update late last night?
Look, I haven't been following it, to be honest, because to me it just still felt way too early to be hoping for a turnaround. So even before today, we're talking about a $160 stock that was trading at about $60. A lot of moving parts. A lot of stores, geographical locations. You've got issues with customer demand, inflationary concerns, of course, with with the food that you buy. They need to expand those stores to grow. So just a lot to go. A lot that could go right, but a lot that could go wrong. And very disappointing update in terms of their Japanese sales. Same store sales across the rest of Asia and France looked quite disappointing, and the big one there just pulling guidance. So clearly the turnaround isn't ready to turn around yet. So even after today's 30% drop, I don't think you need to be that brave when we're seeing great updates elsewhere in the market. ResMed and their lithiums are turning around. If you really are after some excitement. I think
if you're after excitement, underline if you're after excitement and lithium. But Domino's has had a good last 6 months, has that? Had a good November, December. Everyone was, not everyone, but there was a mood that maybe it had turned the corner, and then wham, this comes and just shoots all the optimism down yet again.
So it just makes me, wonder how long will it now take for them to build up that confidence again? Because do you want to be trust, and just as an investor you think, well, now that this has come out, after I'd had faith that they were turning it around, I need to see more evidence. So then you need another 6 months to the next result.
How long would it take to get your trust back?
I think I didn't have the trust to start with, to be honest, but I think sometimes you could see if the market's starting to trust it based on price action. So if they came out with this result today and you read it and thought, oh, geez, this isn't going to be pretty on the open, and it was up 10%, then that tells you that the money's already positioning, the market had already factored in something even worse. So that gives you a very good early sign, but this clearly shows
this
that
didn't happen today.
No, didn't happen today.
Okay. Kai, what do you think of the update?
Yeah, like Michael said, it's a pretty disappointing result, especially in the Asian segment. So, the sales in Japan actually gone back, and in Malaysia as well. So that's really what's causing this miss in expectation. So analysts said it's basically mispriced by 13%. And that's basically why we've seen a 26% drop in the price today.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you reckon about it? Is this the bottom of the market for it, or too early? Are you interested in buying it?
We're not really going to stand in front of a freight train, so I think we're going to let the price action play out. I think there's probably a bit more to go for Domino's, but when it stabilises at fairer valuations, that might be a good pick at some point.
So, do you know where that level is?
I think.
What's a fair value? $40, down to $40 today.
I think lower than that. I would say probably if you're going into the low 30s, that's probably a region where you'd start getting some interest.
Okay, all right.